Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit the ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, guys. Today we again will talk about the gold market, but first a few words on the Canadian dollar setup. So you could see that it has started pretty nice. Yes, it was some tricks around the confidence, so market has moved slightly higher for 20 pips right to the 618 level, but then collapsed based on Donald Trump comments have followed and our setup has started. So now we need to see what will happen with our hand shoulders pattern. So we now have in place the validation point. This is the top of the right arm. So if you do not believe with this in this pattern and you suggest that Canadian dollar should become weaker and market will continue to move higher, in this case that's your point. So as soon as market will break it up, it will be the sign of the possible failure of the hand shoulders, and that will be the moment to think about taking the long position here when the market will appear in the area between the top of the head and the top of the right arm. That is potential area of common hand shoulders failure. Until market stands below these lows and fluctuating here, forming the right arm, setup stands valid. So if you have taken short position here, now you could think about maybe move stops to the break even, or at least currently it's nothing to worry about because overall setup started and we are watching in a development. So because our imagine validation point, as we said on the daily chart, at this top also valid, so no warning signs we have on this setup by far. Now let's take a look what we have on the gold. On the gold market, as on all markets across the board, the reaction has followed on the Donald Trump comments on the Chinese tariffs. It has been postponed. So as you know, the 10% tariffs will not be started on the 1st September. Not on all goods, but at some major exports, so toys, laptops, and some others. So you can see reaction. It's interesting that reaction has followed precisely, and Donald Trump has taken the word precisely when the moment and the market has hit the 1530 target. So our target has been met. So monthly butterfly is 161 extension has been reached, and reaction has followed. So every time when the technically market is coming to some major points, I mean monthly targets, record highs of the or lows of the speculative position, as we have estimated last week, the gold market keeps speculative long positions on the record top. Be prepared for some external surprises, some news, rumors, talks, or something of that sort. So we did not know from which point the impact will follow. So this time it was the comments from Donald Trump. And it's technically, as we suggested, this reaction should follow. So currently we have just first reaction on the level that was triggered by the Donald Trump comments. What we have on the daily chart, it's not much to talk about. First fib support that's accompanied by the daily reversal stands approximately 1475. That's probably will be the nearest floor of the possible price action. And here we have some hint on the possible bearish divergence on the daily chart. That's coming on major butterfly target on the monthly chart. So speaking on the monthly butterfly, retracement 30% pullback should be rather significant. So it should be the 30% of the whole downward action here. Right from whole upward action. So it could be right back down to the 1380, maybe retesting of this area, at least theoretically that should happen. Well, but currently we will not take too far in the future. Just let's focus on what could happen in the few sessions. So that's the level that potentially could become the floor on this week, 1475. On the intraday charts, what we have, some kind of dividing rectangle is forming, the triangle is forming. As you can see, this collapse that has followed, and market stands here inside. So we could suggest maybe some kind of the diamond-shaped pattern. So every time when the widening top or bottom forming, well, classical approach for trading is the breakout of the extreme points. So the market should break either these lows or move above the triangle top border to point to the direction. While it fluctuates inside of it, well, it's not much to talk about. Here at least we could keep an eye on the possible pattern. So currently we do not have it yet, but that could be, for example, ABCD action to the upside. Well, maybe it will be kind of the, I don't know, it will be some resistance area. This could be the guardian steeple to sell. We could try and take the short position with downward bounce. Here could be formed minor guardian steeple to buy. For example, if market will here will form some kind of ABCD action down, so will be the opportunity to go along with the deep retracement could start. But that's all stand inside of the consolidation. The further direction, the major swings will start to form as soon as market will abandon this range. Either downside breakout should fall or upward continuation. In current condition, at least technically, it's more chance to see the downward continuation. Until this will happen, we will keep an eye on the patterns that could be formed on the intraday, on inside of this consolidation. Most probable this will be some godless pattern. So triple twos are very often happens in such circumstances. So let's see what we will get.